This is B. Too Real Wilson back with another video. And in this video, I want to be discussing Ethiopia. Um, I've always had a fond love for Ethiopia ever since I heard about Moses marrying a Cushite. I do believe myself to be in Ethiopia, not as it pertains to the country, but as the region as it was before in the days of old. I also admire Ethiopia because it was the eunuchs that came out of Ethiopia who would often go into Israel, and it seemed that they would go in and bring the message. Jeremiah will bring the message to, the continent. And at one point, Jeremiah used the Ethiopian when he was not allowed to go into the temple to send the message to the people. And he was told at the end of that to go his way in peace. So this is possibly why Ethiopia has such a relationship and when no one has been able to conquer them. Although Ethiopia tried to conquer Israel on a number of occasions, it was not successful. But they seem to have this camaraderie with, Israel, and for that reason, or the children of Israel, and for that reason, I have a fond love for them. They're one of the few countries that have not been conquered by any European power. And even though many of us in the United States, when I mean us, I mean the Freedmen, ADOS, Foundation of Black American, B1 family, wanted to go help them fight in those wars against Mussolini in his Italy. Colonel John Robinson fights for them, and thank God that Ethiopia was successful. And so in that spirit, I support Ethiopia. The late Bishop Lawson, Robert Lawson, would often go to Ethiopia, and you can find have pictures of him with the king of Ethiopia then, I think it's Haile Selassie. I'm not butchering his name. So it's as if we're like family. I also met one of his grandsons who used to work with me at my job. And so, pleasant young man. Had issues, but pleasant. So I feel this camaraderie, and I always have this camaraderie with Ethiopia. And this video is being made to throw my support in support of #NoMore, where the Ethiopians are telling the West to stop meddling in their affairs. There is an elite regime that used to be in power that is no longer in power, striving to overthrow the Ethiopian government through the people of Tigray. It's also noted that the president in Ethiopia is currently a female, and her name is Sahali Work Zudi. And of course, most people do know Abiy Ahmed, who is the prime minister. But I support their government, and I support the people of Ethiopia who support them and voted them in for a second term. We as the United States don't have the right to covet other people's stuff. And I think we need to be honest about what we're doing or what our elites are doing, or using us, and I mean us, our military, our media, to disenfranchise other people in other countries for their resources. And they do allow people to get in power, or support people who will get in power to disenfranchise their own people, but yet benefit them. And so this has been the case with a lot of these countries. Ethiopia is no different. So I want to encourage us to pay attention and pray for the people of Ethiopia as a whole. They had a successful mission. Some rebels, well, I won't really call them rebels, some children or some young people turned themselves in. And from the media, there's no coverage on that, but from the sources that I have, found out that they didn't have much resources to go fight and no food at all, and they were just doing it possibly out of fear you know, and but they turned themselves in to the Ethiopian government with no harm, and I thank God for that. Like I said, hopefully that Ethiopia will overcome this storm. I will be praying for Ethiopia. I'm asking you to pray for Ethiopia as well, and look outside of your own home, you know, because there's a lot of things that go on in this country that we are experiencing. I mean me, people that look just like me are experiencing. And we don't or can't afford to be oppressing or allowing this government to oppress others, because that used to come back to us too. So I do support Ethiopia. I do support hashtag no more United States in the West. Uh, may God bless you to stop meddling in other people's affairs. May God deal with you about coveting people's stuff, in supporting people and putting people in power who don't mean their people any good, but of course they mean you some good. And sometimes there's a saying, all money ain't good money. So take that in consideration, powers of the West, especially powers in the United States. I am praying for the president of this here United States. I didn't vote for him, but I am praying for him that God deal with his heart and his mind, that he stops supporting dictators, he stops supporting people who want to hurt the people in their countries so they can get resources, because most of these wars are about resources and getting wealth at the behest of the citizens of that country, even in this country. And so with that being said, hopefully you guys will take the time to pay attention to what's going on in Ethiopia. I'm going to put some videos in the link that you can understand what more I'm talking about with Ethiopia. But I do support you, Ethiopia. I love you, and I'm praying for you. And for those that watch this video, may you also be praying for Ethiopia and its people, that God give them power over this demon of destruction by way of these elites who are striving to regain power. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments, good or bad, just let me know you watch this video in some form of fashion. And again, thank you for watching this video. Okay then, bye-bye.